Guys, and welcome to episode 10 of Operation Premiership with Coventry City now. The last time you saw me was with the live come against Tottenham, and I can tell you now it hasn't gone the greatest since. We have had some difficult games though. Straight after the Tottenham game we faced Hull away, and even though they were down near to us, it was always going to be a tough game, and we got beat 1-0, 12 minutes from time. Rory Donnelly scored for Hull. I did think we were going to last until the 90 minutes and get a point out of it, but we just couldn't hold on. It was a really good strike from Donnelly to win it for Hull. They had a lot more chances than us on the day, as you can see. We did slightly edge the possession, which was a bit surprising away from home, but we didn't get too many shots on target. 2 out of 13 isn't good. Theirs wasn't good either. 6 out of 24. Quality of the finishing on the day was pretty poor, but we just need to move on and try and get a win under our belts. It was a bit of a better result against Watford. We drew 1-1 at home. These are also down there, and I'm really disappointed with this because the possession was even, the chances were fairly even as well. But Adam Lafondra's goal for them came when Richard Wood tried a stupid back pass when my defence keep trying to pass it around, and Richard Wood tried to pass it back to the keeper and only rolled it back towards him. Lafondra just ran onto it one-on-one and first time put it past the keeper to put them in front, but Jordi Gomez smashed one in from 25 yards, 17 minutes from time to give us the draw, get a point on the board. But I'm disappointed with the goal we conceded, and maybe we should have won this one. We then played Huddersfield at home and lost 4-2. This was a cracking game. We were 4-0 down when Lee Novak scored after 6:15, a penalty after 35, and then in the 42nd minute. But before half time we still managed to pull it back to 4-2. 2 goals from McGoldrick in the 43rd, and then in stoppage time made it 4-2, but nothing happened of any real note in the second half. I was pushing on, got a lot of possession, but I couldn't make any chances in the second half really, and Huddersfield just held firm and took the 3 points away. We absolutely dominated the possession, but chances not really that many, and we need to start creating more chances again because we've started to drop down. We then faced Brighton away, and Brighton were in absolutely inspired form. Their manager actually picked up Manager of the Month this month, with 6 wins out of 6. Brighton took the lead through Anichebe after 9 minutes. David Lopez then made it 2 minutes before the break. John Fleck did pull one back in injury time in the first half, but despite me pushing on in the second half, we couldn't find the equaliser, and Brighton held on to all 3 points. To be fair, they probably edged the stats on the day and were the better side. Certainly from watching the highlights, they seemed like a better side than us. So we just have to work on this and try and get back to get a win, because it's a long time now. We then went to Barnsley, and I thought this was a winnable game. This was second of 3 away games in a row. It was looking really bad. Jim O'Brien, after 14 minutes, put Barnsley in front after Franco Scalata had missed a penalty for ourselves. McGoldrick equalised after 35, but straight from kick-off, Barnsley went up the other end, crossed it in, and Derek Asamoah headed in from about 14 yards out. It was ridiculous, but 2-1 up they were. Then Gunnarsson made it 3-1 in injury time of the first half, and we were looking in a bad way. I absolutely let rip at half time. 2 minutes later, Bebe smashed one off the post. It bounced back off Luke Steele and into his own goal, and then with just over 20 minutes left, Ignacy Miquel headed home from a corner to equalise. I did keep pushing on, trying to get the 3 points, but it just wouldn't come. We did create more chances on the day. We're getting those shots on target back up, creating more shots on target, the more chances you're going to score. The possession, obviously you're not expected to get more than 50 really away from home unless you're a top side, but the chances was impressive, and I was pleased with that one. And we then went away to Sheffield Wednesday, and we drew 1-1. Franco Scalata making up for his missed penalty in the last game after 14 minutes. This is a pretty dirty game. There are a lot of cards. You can see John Fleck was sent off just before half time for an elbow. He's missing one match at the moment, depending on whether they review it. And Gary Medine, just before the hour mark, then equalised for Sheffield Wednesday. I did think I'd won it 5 minutes from time when McGoldrick put home, but his goal was chalked off. As you can see, it would have been very harsh on Sheffield Wednesday had that happen, because they were by far and away the better side on the day. We had one shot on target and scored it. They had more possession as well, so a 1-1 draw was probably a good result for us. Sheffield Wednesday will probably be disappointed they didn't get all three. So that is the recap since the Tottenham game. 1 game in September and the 5 games in October, and we've lost 3 and drawn 3. It's been a little bit of a bad month. We've only failed to score in 1, but we haven't kept a clean sheet in the 6 games. We haven't kept a clean sheet since Birmingham in the middle of September. Where does that leave us in the league? It leaves us in 22nd place still. 12 points. We are level with Watford. A win could take us up a couple of places against Burnley. Colchester and Wigan still below us as well. We haven't got as bad a goal difference as a few of the teams down there. Charlton have got Charlton have got a bad one. Colchester's worse than ours. Wigan's worse than ours. So that's something that is a positive to look at. But we do need to start picking up some wins, and I do think it's just around the corner. We have got a game in hand on Watford and Colchester. But a few of the teams like Everton, who are playing in Europe, have only played 11 games. So I'll get straight onto the game today. I've got a live con for you against Burnley at home. Burnley are currently 3rd in the Championship, so it's going to be a very tough game. We're missing John Fleck through suspension and Steve Jennings out injured. They've got Kari Arkivuo out with knee tendinitis, and Chris McCann is out with strained knee ligaments. And looking at their form, they've won their last 3 that I can see, so it's going to be a very tough one. We'll replace Fleck with Bebe, put Bebe out on the wing, and have Baker in the centre, the attacking line, and we'll bring Lingard on to the bench. And I think that will do. McGoldrick's been scoring a fair few goals this season, or recently anyway. He's been getting himself in the position, so I'm definitely keeping him in there. Scalata scored in the last game, so I'll let him carry on his first team place. I don't really think I've got too much else to change. Change my shouts quickly. Change. Right, done. So, tough game against Burnley today. Our side is Nani in goal. A back four of Clark, Miquel, Ejengwele and Topo Stanley. Jordi Gomez and Scalata in the centre of midfield, with Baker, Bebe and Sheffrey across the attacking line, and McGoldrick is the lone striker. For Burnley, they're going with a 4-5-1. Amos in goal, Cadiz, Edgar, Shackle and me at the back. Trippier, Marnie, Bartley, Shinnie and Bukhari in midfield, with Danny Ings the lone striker. Have they sold Charlie Austin then? Or is it, he's not on the bench? They may well have done. Either that or he's injured, so it's not someone I'm going to miss anyway. I'm pleased to see him not in the squad. We'll control the game, encourage them. So get out there, make a difference. Not too bad. Right, 2D Classic. So let's get this game underway. And who's got the kick-off? It's going to be us. For some reason we're playing in our away kit today, even though we are at home. So McGoldrick to Baker, Ejengwele to Topo Stanley. I think it's going to be a useless highlight, but it's Trippier and Ings. Back to Marnie, Bartley. Marnie to Trippier, Cadiz, and Baker intercepts that, and Scalata's lost it, and Topol Stanley intercepts that, and it's a corner to Burnley early on here. Shinny into the box, Miguel heads away, cross comes back in, Scalata heads it away, and that is the end of the highlight. So getting a bit of early possession here, but it's Burnley on the ball, is Bukhari down the left hand side, cross it in, it's come out to Marnie, and Marnie puts it away for Burnley, and the third place team in the Championship have taken the lead after 10 minutes, and it hasn't been a good start. We don't seem to have created anything even though we've had a bit of possession. It's 1-0 to the Clarets. Here's Nani with the ball for us, he's giving it away though with a kick, and Bukhari is running towards the defence, he's through, and Nani makes a good save to keep it out. And Burnley have got a corner, it's Cadiz into the box, it's gone out for a goal kick off Burnley player's head. We've really got to start getting some sort of a performance together just to get a win on the board, because I've now slipped into that rut where it can be so difficult to get out of if you don't get a win. We just need that bit of luck to go our way, get us some confidence. To be fair, the morale in the squad isn't that bad, which is a pleasing sign, because whilst the morale was high, you got a chance of getting a result. We're having a lot of the possession here and we're just not using it for anything. We're absolutely all over them. And it is Marnie's strike at half time that separates the two sides. There hasn't really been anything else in it. Show me something else. Just out of interest, what is the statistics possession wise? Only 54%. I thought it'd be more than that. Looks like, 3 shots on target each. They've only shown Burnley to have one real highlight. Sorry, 2. They had one straight after the goal as well. But we've had 9 shots, 3 on target. So we're in the game definitely. We just got to start turning those chances into goals. So Burnley kick off, and it's Cadiz now and Trippier to Marnie, the goal scorer, and that's the end of the second half starting highlight. And as we go 5 minutes into the second half, there's still nothing happening, and if it doesn't happen soon, I'm going to have to make a change to try and bring about the change. They bring Vokes on, and an hour gone, and I am going to make a change. Who's not playing well? Sheffrey's not particularly performing. Get Jesse Lingard on for McSheffrey. Just bring a youngster on who's got nothing to lose. No pressure. Send him out nice and relaxed. And when a relaxed youngster goes out, sometimes they do something special. That's what we'll be hoping from him. Here's McSheffrey now before he goes off. Just over the hour mark. McSheffrey shoots and it's saved by Amos. Looks like it was going wide anyway, but it's a save. And McSheffrey's now come off for Lingard, the ex-Man United trainee. And with 20 minutes to go, it's still 1-0 to Burnley. There hasn't really been anything of note in the second half. And I'm going to bring on DJ Campbell for Carl Baker. And I'm going to go to an attacking 4-4-2 because I need this now. That'll do for now. DJ Campbell, he's got the ability to make a difference. He's got a bit of pace about him, some good finishing, so maybe he can just create something in the last few minutes for us. Stanislas comes on for Burnley. Here's a throw in to us. It's Clark, Gomez, and Clark into Scalata. Shoots and it's saved by Amos. It's fumbled and Campbell scores. And he's onside. It's a goal. Coventry have got level. Quarter of an hour to go and DJ Campbell, the substitute, has done it. Bebe picks up a knock, so I'm going to have to make a change. But DJ Campbell has got us back on level terms with 15 minutes left. Bring Frank Musa on for Bebe and switch him with Lingard. I'm going to keep this formation because I want the win. I really, really want the win. Excuse me. So 12 minutes to go. Can we get a winner? It was a good shot from Scalata there. Forced the fumble. Here's Clark, Gomez and Lingard down the right hand side. The youngster Lingard crosses it and McGoldrick, and it's 2-1. And we've got the lead. David McGoldrick inside the last 10 minutes. And since we changed this attacking 4-4-2, we've really started to play some football. And Jesse Lingard, the youngster, creates it down the right hand side. We're coming up to injury time now. Amos clears it up towards Marnie. He heads it down to Wallace. Shinnie. It's given away to Miguel. Here's Scalata. Musa. Topo Stanley. Forward towards McGoldrick. Edgar heads it to Shinnie though. Back towards Amos. It's cleared. Here's Clark. Lingard. The youngster's attacking the fullback. He's tackled by Wallace though. Shackle back to Amos. Clears it up towards Stanislas. Miguel loses out to Shinnie. Stanislas in on goal. Junior Stanislas has equalised for Burnley. Just as we were entering injury time and Burnley have got the equaliser. And I was just starting to think that we'd got the 3 points. And we've conceded. And I think that's going to be all over. Gomez, get it forward. Scalata, Miguel, Ejingueli, McGoldrick. It's at the top of Stanley. It's McGoldrick. He's lost it. Burnley got it, and I think that's it. It's all over. And it has been a bloody good end to the game. Last 15 minutes, 3 goals. But I'm slightly disappointed. I'm not going to tell them that because we got a 2-2 draw against the top side in the league. But I'm slightly disappointed that we've thrown that away after going 2-1 up late on through McGoldrick. That 19 shots, 10 on target. We've outplayed Burnley today, and really we should have come away with all 3 points. But I think I've learnt something from today's game because we really started to play once I played 2 up front. So I may start the next game with Campbell and McGoldrick up front to see how that works out. It didn't work out too well at the start of the season. Maybe it'll work out better now, but we'll see. So that is the live com done for today. In the table, we still are in 22nd place. Show you the table. We are on 13 points now. We're only a point clear of Colchester and Wigan. We're level on points with Watford, who have played a game more than ourselves. 1 point off Barnsley in 20th. So, I mean, like I said, a couple of wins and I'll be out of the relegation zone. I'll be halfway up the table, but it's just getting that first win. As you can see, Burnley are up there in 3rd place. If you look at the teams we played recently, Huddersfield 4th, Brighton 5th. So the teams we're playing, we seem to play all the top teams when they're at the top. Like Blackburn, since we played them, have slipped down. Everton, since we played them, have slipped down. A lot of the teams we play them when they're in the top 6. We've played all those top 6 now. We've got Bolton and Leeds still to play, and then Reading. The teams in the top 6 at the moment we have all played. So if you have liked this episode, please give it a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to leave any comments, feel free to do so. I will answer every single comment left. But for now, I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.